All right, example number 1, based on that average rate of change. So this is going to be more similar to what you're going to see nowadays. Well, nowadays, now that we're in Unit 5. Given the function x cubed minus x squared plus 10 equals v of x. So only difference is it's written backwards. They flip the order around. It's okay, don't forget it. Find the average rate of change. Keywords, average rate of change. From v of negative 2 to v of 4. So remember here, these pieces inside are the x values. When they're telling us find v of negative 2, that is an x value of x equals negative 2 and x equals 4. In order to find the average rate of change, we need to have 2 coordinate points, which means 2 x values and 2 y values. Right now, we only have 2 x values. We need to find 2 y values. What could we possibly do to do that? Well, what do they give you? All they give me is an equation. So obviously I need to use that equation to do something. Well, they give me x values. Take the x values, plug them into the equation, and do the math and get the answer, or get the y value. So you absolutely could do that. You absolutely could go through this and find what v of negative 2 is by plugging in negative 2 everywhere you see an x. Or you could go to your calculator, because remember, ladies and gents, our motto is to work smarter, not harder. So remember, we can get that table of values or that table of points from using this y equals function. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to plug this function right into y equals. So x, remember to be using the variable button, caret to get my exponent other than 2, arrow off of the exponent, because notice if I keep typing here, notice how I'm still on that exponent. No bueno, no bueno, no bueno, no bueno. So arrow to get out of the exponent piece, minus x squared plus 10. And then go to second and table. And now I don't have to do any of this math. So when x is negative 2, it tells me that the y value is negative 2. So that tells me that v of negative 2 is equal to negative 2. And then v of 4 is going to be equal to, oh, I can't see it, so I gotta scroll. 4 is 58. And yes, we could go back and double check this just to make sure, but guys, use the calculator, because you're way more likely to make a calculation mistake, especially with the exponents and the negatives, whereas the calculator will do it for you. You could go ahead though and plug this in. Negative 2 parentheses to the third power minus parentheses negative 2 parentheses squared plus 10. I did plus 10. Boo that. There we go. And boom, proof. So you could do it either way. Smarter, not harder, guys. So now we've got our 2 coordinate points, and I'm just going to take this extra step to write them out as coordinate points, because then I'm less likely to make mistakes, and I always make mistakes. And 4, 58. And like I always do, I'm writing these underneath because I make mistakes. Shocking, I know. Shocking. Alright, so change in y over change in x. So negative 2 minus 58 over negative 2 minus 4. Negative 2 minus 58 is negative 60 over 4, 5, 6. Negative 6, which simplifies out to be a positive 10. So the average rate of change is 10.